Hey folks, this is Zach Murray. Welcome back to the Murray Homestead. Today we're going to be giving you all a little 1 month garden update. It's actually been about 3.5 weeks since I put all these seedlings into the ground. This is what I call our little Garden of Eden. It's only 15 by 15, it's about 225 square feet. So this is a pretty good example of what most anybody with any sort of yard whatsoever can do. We chose this particular area because the people before us had already fenced in this little area, I'm assuming for dogs or something. So we painted the fence, put a yard of mulch down, and boom. So let me show y'all where we're at. If y'all saw our previous video, you'll notice quite a bit has changed, both in plant growth and also the overall layout. So we'll keep on doing updates, and if you'll want to follow along and kind of see what's going on, and especially the harvest, make sure to subscribe and hit the stupid little bell. All right, this is our little pepper patch here. So we've got some big gems and a few other varieties here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different species. We're trying to kind of see what's going to grow best here. You can see we already have about 1.5 inch long little pepper growing. And these can get almost a foot long. And this is just a standard jalapeno. And you can see we have 2 little babies coming out already. But you can see the plant is still just dividing. So all of these plants are going to get significantly larger. These are our onions, and they're doing well. If y'all have any tips on how to keep these from bending over and breaking, please let me know. In my opinion, that's the hardest part about growing an onion. We have some celery here, and if y'all seen the video before, this is just a little nursery plant when we put it in. It's been less than a month, and it's already making legit celery stalks. I'm excited about this one, and the plant is doing very, very nicely. This is our little tomatillo, and in hindsight, I definitely would have put it in a cage because this thing is really branching out. But you see all the little flowers, that's all potential fruit. So we're gonna have our hands full with that. These two are our mammoth potatoes. And just as a little note, when you get them from the nursery, try to make sure you get a straight stem, because our stem came out of the ground and then basically took like a 90 degree. And even though I have a cage and I've been trying to train it gently, still the main fruit stalk, if you want to call it that, is kind of off to the side. So hopefully we don't have an issue with overweight fruit pulling it down. But you see, we already got a couple tomatoes growing on that. And on this one, these are our 2 cherry tomatoes, and these are a smaller variety of tomato fruit, but the plants are massive. It's been literally not even a month, and these are probably 4 foot tall plants, and they are already producing a lot of fruit. They're all green, so they're a bit harder to see, but we have whole little bunches of about 10. All right, and then over here we have our pole beans, and these are Kentucky Wonders. They have definitely utilized a pole. They're growing like crazy. I'm about 6 foot tall, like 6'2" or 3, something like that. And you can see they're growing so tall on this 5 foot pole that they were still trying to run and find something to hook onto. So I have a leftover piece of a deer feeder stand. So I just used a ladder and I wired it to the fence. And in just one day, they already started utilizing the ladder. So hopefully we get a whole bunch of fruit off that. The only thing in hindsight, I would have used a trellis, like welded wire or a cattle panel or something to really give them a lot of surface area, but we'll do that next year. Next, our watermelon. And if you saw in the first video, these came as little baby seedlings. They're definitely getting a lot larger quickly. These are cantaloupe, and you can see all these little flowers. Just a million flowers on this little thing. And then our big daddy over here is our pumpkin plant. And this might actually be a problem. We've got a decent amount of area here, but this thing is absolutely growing huge. So as y'all can see between the first video and this video, I've added a whole yard of mulch here on the middle, and I put landscape cloth under it. You can use cardboard if you want, but that way the plant can go out, and I won't have to like weed eat or trying to get deal with the grass in between. this little net pot here, or fabric pot here, you can see my wife is able to get close enough. We have potatoes coming. And I completely forgot to get little starter potatoes. So I just had plain old Idaho potatoes from the grocery store, and I let them get a couple eyes on them. And it took about a week of me burying them about 6-8 inches deep. And these things are about to take off like crazy. And if you can see, there's just a little bit of white here on top, but there's quite a bit on the sides. And that's fungus, like mycelium, which is awesome because that means this mushroom compost I got is very, very alive. All that mycelium is going to keep the soil loose and help digest the organic fertilizer I put in there and make that bioavailable for the plants. And you can see the base of the watermelon there. You got a whole little stretch of mycelium. That's really, really good. As a surprise for my wife, I got a couple blackberry plants, and I put them on a little trellis. They didn't have any transplant shock that I can tell, but I haven't seen a lot of growth, and these have been in for about a week and a half, but I'm sure they'll take off pretty soon. All right, and then for insect control, when I first put all this stuff in there, I did put a little bit of 7 dust granules down to just try to keep insects at bay as well as possible. Is that funny? But even with that, I actually have these little baby praying mantises that like to sit on these leaves, and I'm guessing they're getting aphids or something, but they're just little baby praying mantises. We'll try to get one to show y'all on camera. But I don't want to be spraying a whole bunch of pesticides in here whatsoever, and I'm trying to do it as organically as possible. So I ended up getting some marigolds, and those are supposed to be good for insect deterrence. I got some spearmint, lemon balm, and basil, and all those are supposed to help a bunch. And then because we are down in the Houston area, we get mosquitoes. On this property, I've made it so the water all drains off pretty well. So they're not too bad here, but one mosquito is too many. So I got some citronella plants. Yeah, we don't like mosquitoes, huh? I got some citronella plants, and you can see this one has been in the pot for less than a week, and it's already getting a little bloom on it. So I think they're all doing pretty well. That's a pretty general garden update. I'm happy with how it's going. If y'all have any tips or tricks or suggestions, please put them down in the comment sections below. We are not expert gardeners. I'm kind of winging it, but I'm doing it with a bunch of internet reading and YouTube watching, and I think so far it's doing well. I'm proud of it, and I'm excited to show y'all the bounty of fruit and vegetables that we're going to get out of here. So yeah, we'll keep y'all updated. Please make sure to subscribe, hit the stupid little bell, and we'll see y'all next time. Thank you.